Here is your real estate market update. We're going to cover inflation, stock market, real estate. But before I get started, if you're looking to buy or sell, of course, my team and I would be honored if we interviewed for the job of being your real estate agent. I'm Ann Stewart, principal broker with eXp Realty, selling in the Portland area for over 2 decades. So let's talk about the Great Resignation, people leaving their jobs. Surprisingly, the early quarter of this year, we added 467,000 jobs in January. Good and bad news with that. Good news is we're adding jobs at a steady pace. The bad news is Jerome Powell is using that to kind of say, let's increase those interest rates to hedge inflation. We're at the lowest it's been with the long-term joblessness in a long time. To compare, in January 2020, it was 4 million. Now we're at half of that. So that's looking like we're in pretty good shape. There are some major interest rate hikes waiting for our economy to signal it will do well. Wall Street's predicting 7 interest rate hikes in this year alone. And in March, it's very significant. Jerome Powell will dip the toe in the water and try to increase those interest rates again. And if the economy doesn't backslide, we're going to start to see those interest rates go up again and again. Well, it was predicted at an 1/8 raise of a percent. Now it's looking like 1/4% of an interest rate will be the case. If you have an interest rate above 4%, do not wait. Lock in the lower interest rates right now. You may not be able to go backwards at some point and take advantage of these low interest rates. All right, let's get to inflation. We all thought that would be the hot mess express. Well, inflation is backing off just a cushy bit. No numbers in just yet, but positive numbers are looking okay. All the COVID money is drying up, and the government who put out trillions of dollars and made people flush with cash, that's looking like people are heading back to work and restraining some of the spending that they're doing. People spent money during the last year or so, and we saw retail spending at an all-time high. Now it's starting to curve a little bit, but rents skyrocketed, the highest we've seen. The second most expensive thing is cost of living and cars. Brand new cars are at an all-time high. Used cars are at an all-time high, and those are really impacting disposable income. With interest rates going up, it puts a downward pressure on inflation. All right, stock market. Woo, wild ride. 70% of all stocks traded on the NASDAQ were down 20% or more, and 40% were down 60% or more. Meta, also known as Facebook, jumped down 24% in a record-breaking day, with Amazon jumping the highest gain on the exact same day. Who the heck knows what's going on with that? So what does all it mean? We don't know what this all means, but stocks have been overvalued. We probably won't see another 20% growth in this coming year like we did last year. But just be steady Eddie, keep investing. Don't worry about what all the ups and downs of the stock market are gonna do. The stock market's gonna be just fine. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, real estate. Okay, AKA, what do I have to give to the seller to get my offer accepted? In January of 2022, this year, we saw the lowest inventory levels in history. So what's compacting the market? Well, the number of sellers going on the market is going down. A home you could have bought just 1 year ago changed by as much as 16 to 18%. So prices have really gone up. And we've seen a big push of buyers going into the marketplace right now due to grabbing those low interest rates that everyone knows are on the rise. And they want to take advantage of the lowest interest rate they can. Because rents have jumped at the highest as well, and people want to put their money in their own home versus trending those high rents. So here in Portland, we saw a mass migration of people moving out of Oregon. In fact, we're still continuing to see that trend. People are wanting lower cost of living with high property taxes, high sales prices. It's hard for people to sell and size down, so they're heading to other states where it's a lot more affordable. Sellers have a lot of equity, so when they become buyers, they also put a upward pressure on prices as they come into the marketplace, whether here in Portland or otherwise, and really push those prices up. So my predictions, sellers will continue to see multiple offers heading into the spring, but we will see a slowdown of that intensity as we make our way through the year. Those interest rates will absolutely affect buyers and their ability to purchase, larger homes. Plus, buyers do get fatigued. And lastly, if you've owned a home, you may want to consider selling sooner than later if you do intend to sell. My predictions, I think we'll see inflation come into more control. I do think we're going to see interest rates go up past 4%. I think the stock market's going to be very volatile as we make our way through the year, and we're dealing with what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. But stay tuned, it's going to be a wild ride in the market, and as always, we're here for you.